Hard times have set in on the small rural town of Baxter Springs. With the closing of the area's largest employer, the mine, citizens were growing hungry with the lack of money to even buy themselves food. Then the local church pastor had an idea: put his little country farm to work to support his flock. This is the story of the church.
Welcome back to Baxter Springs, everyone. This episode, the snow is starting to fall. We got everything decked out for the Christmas season at the church. We got some nice decorations set up. Some of the staff there did that over the weekend. And we also have a little Christmas village, to help out with the community. Some free food, some beverages. Nice warm apple cider and hot cocoa. But we're going to run to town. We were told that we could borrow a tree mulcher to get some wood chips and the guy's wagon up here, the lumber mill. Only catch is he wants us to bring him the wood chips so he can use it to make products out of. So I thought, well, that's a good enough trade. I can handle that. This must be the machine to grind up the trees. That must be the wagon available. So he's going to let us borrow them, and that's really nice because, as you can tell, we don't have much money right now. The guy running the greenhouse has asked us to replace the little walk-behind pallet jack with a forklift. So we did it. He was having trouble trying to get the seed and the fertilizer in, so we upgraded him to the new forklift. And I think it was about $25,000, so it was kind of a big investment. But right now the wood chip prices are extremely good, so as long as we can get enough trees chopped up, we should be fine and be able to take care of that. And if we make enough money, we're actually going to buy a pellet factory, have it built on a piece of land, and be able to hire some more people from town to operate it. Right now our wheat field's up nicely. We also have potatoes up already. Not sure when the snow's going to start sticking to the ground. Hopefully we can get this done, because we also need to fertilize both these fields. I kind of like to do that before it gets too deep. If I get this unfolded correctly, I might have to turn on the help window. There it goes. All right. Hopefully that goes right in the wagon. Perfect. It does. I will get this filled up, and then we will run it to town and sell it. It may only take a few trees and it'll be full. I'll get this a little lower for me. Try to get rid of the stumps. Really don't want the stumps in the middle of our field. Eventually we will plow this up. There we go. Nice. Nicely done. Now this big tree here, we're already at 64% full. Actually, it looks more than 64%. Maybe we should just drop this thing off here and take this to 10. Yeah, because it's 100% full. It must be the wood chipper that had some in still. Let me take this in and get it sold off. This is kind of one of those moments. It'd be nice to have more horsepower on this tractor. The white has more horsepower, but it does not have the front PTO and 3-point. So I can't use the tree grinder with it. So we've got to use the little New Holland to do the work. But it's okay. I mean, it's doing the job. We don't have far to go. I mean, that's a positive for sure. We don't want to go too far. I just love this time of year as we celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior. We get to decorate the house, decorate all the trees, and I love the snow. Here in this part of the country where I live, there is quite a bit of snow in the winter. I don't think we're going to have a white Christmas this year, though. Doesn't sound like there's any snow in the forecast. Oop, forgot, that is a collision on that fence. The other fence is fine, but that one up front we do collide with. Well, maybe we're far enough on. Let's See what one of these loads is worth. Oh yeah, I think it's going to be worth quite a little bit of money. Yeah, $68,000 for one load with, what was it, like 2, maybe 3 trees? I think just 2 trees is all actually cut down. So we'll have plenty of money. We'll be able to buy that pellet factory in no time. Let me go back and get a couple more trees chopped up, fill this wagon again, then see how much money we have in the bank after that. Well, all it took was that one tree. That filled it right back up again. So I will take it in and get it sold. Got a couple little trees along the side there I want to get rid of right away, and a couple straight ahead there. This guy in between the 2 fields. Wow, this curved pretty good. Still have all that over there. I would like, well, actually, I'll go in the other way to town and show you where I'd like to buy a piece of land and put the pellet mill on. We already have a guy from town that's willing to operate it. He started building a house over here, and the only reason he stopped building it is because he lost his job at the mine. So if we can get this thing operational, he will take over that, and then that'll give him enough income to be able to finish building his house. This little field here is pretty level. I think we could easily build a pellet mill right here, because this is the guy's house. His own water well close by, but he started working on it, then kind of run out of funds, and there it sits. I will get this into town and sell it, and then see what we have to work with. Second load going in. $68,000. It says the $142,000. I think that'll build the factory, but I don't think it's enough to buy the land. Let me check the land value. Looks like it's $200,000 and $320 for that, and that gives us actually quite a bit of property. Right now we just own these 2, which is enough for right now. I mean, we've only cleared the trees in this little area. We still have all these trees we could clear out to make more field. Of course, there's our potato field. It's not too awful big, but big enough. We'll get back, we'll grab the tree harvester and get a couple more loads to town until we have enough money to buy this. When we do, we'll buy it and start building that factory. Well, I just got done talking to the guy who owns this wagon and then the picker-upper deal, or not the picker-upper, but the tree processor, and he said we could buy it from him. So we gave him $75,000, and now we own it. So I think we're going to be using it quite a bit, so it's cheaper just to buy it used from him than buying it brand new. He doesn't use it very much. And we're already up to $206,000. That's after I paid the $75,000 to him. I think one more load, we should have enough money to be able to buy that piece of land. So let me grab one more, do that, and then he's actually willing to sell his business to us as well. We can make some furniture there at that location. So we've already taken some wood and some wood chips to him. So we got enough material to really get started. All I got to do now is spend the money on buying it. And then, of course, hiring a worker to operate it. Seems like the going price in town is about $1,000 a week to operate. So that's not too bad. So that place needs a couple employees to make the furniture. That's only $2,000 a week. I can just get the rest of this little stuff here. There we go. Looks like we're almost full already. We'll get one more tree, probably this little guy here, and then a couple more little ones, and we'll take this to town, and that should give us enough money to buy this next piece of land. There we go, $275,000. Let's go ahead and purchase this for $200,000. Down to 70, just shy of $75,000. Let's see how much that pellet factory is. It is actually only $20,000. So I think we can go ahead and just purchase it right now. Spin it around so it's facing the right direction. Don't disappear on me. And make it smooth with the field. There we go. There, it's not too bad. Oh, I guess the field wasn't quite as level as I thought. I believe everything is done up front, so I will just level this ground a little bit. Boy, that squeaking of that mill over there. It's got a lot of squeak to it. Let me get that thing greased. All right, well, let me level this ground, make this look a little better, and then get it operational. There, I think it's leveled good enough. I think it'll all work just fine. I believe the wood chips go in here. You can also bring in lumber and straw. Straw is another option. And the pellet pallets will spawn out there. Let me go back and find out where I put our grinder at. And load up. There it is. Straight ahead of me. Load up with another load of wood chips, and then load that factory up. Get it turned on, and then get to town and get somebody hired, which we know the one guy already. The one that's going to operate. But we've got to get some help for him, so he can't do it all by himself. This actually might fill up enough with what we got. Oh yeah, that's going to be more than enough. Actually, it's going to be clear full. That didn't take long. Didn't have to cut any trees. Looks like I might be a little bit of an incline there I need to work on. Let's drop this off. It probably won't even hold the whole thing. At least be some in it, and the rest we can take to town. There we go. Right, yeah, it looks like it only took about 15,000. Let me get out and turn it on, and then we will run the rest in and sell it, and then probably buy that furniture factory. There, yeah, 15,000 liters of wood chips. So 1,000 wood chips in will give us 2,000 pellets out. So it looks like it's going to be making them pretty fast, which we run at 5 times speed on this map. Makes the day go a little faster. That'll be perfect. We'll have a couple pallets in no time. Let me go to town, sell the rest of this, and find out who all wants to work up here. Well, we're going to end up buying the carpentry business. That was a $60,000 purchase, which isn't too bad. So I'm going to have 4 guys working up at the pellet factory. That'll be $4,000 there. And then we're going to have 2 guys working here making furniture. We already got the wood from what we brought in earlier. We'll be making furniture here with the 2 guys. There's going to be $2,000 a month, a week, however you want to look at it. Plus the 4 guys operating over there, so there's $6,000. Plus we have the manager of the greenhouse. That's $7,000 per week, per month of expenses. But I think we're going to make plenty of money with all this, so we'll be able to continue to have a hired hand out on the farm taking care of things. Right now we need to get a fertilizer spreader and spread some fertilizer in our fields. Make sure we get maximum yield out of those. So let me go find a fertilizer spreader. We've got $37,000 left. That should be enough to buy used one of those. And then we'll get him out, fertilize the fields. See you in a little bit. Well, I went with this Wilmar. I use it on quite a few series. This will be our fertilizer spreader. It's $25,000. More than enough, but I had to have something. Fill it up with lime, and that pretty well made us broke. Yeah, kind of less than $6,000 left in the account. I'll probably have to sell something to be able to get enough money to pay all the fees we have for this week. Let me get this back to the field and have the hired hand get started. There, we got him off started. So he's going to get this wheat field all fertilized, and then we're going to grab the pickup, and we're going to try to sell some of the products that we've already produced. Now we got some pellets that should be about ready, at least 1 pallet of those, plus we have all of the greenhouse vegetables to sell off. So I'm going to go do that, put some money in the bank before we head out tonight to the Christmas market. We'll go check that out a little later. Let me go get some things sold first. Looks like we have 2 pallets ready. Didn't take too long to make. Get close enough to get the second one. Of course, Lizard Logistics is the best price for the vegetables. Not sure. Oh, great. It's not going to take that last one. Must be full. That's alright. We can come back and get it. I will see where the best price for that is. Go sell that with the rest of the vegetables. Looks like our pellets will be going to the sawmill. As this lady gets out of our way. Back up and get rid of our vegetables here. This is still by far the best sell price. We don't run into one of those trucks. Pay for damages. Offload these. I see our hired hand's already finished, so he didn't work too long. We'll probably have to go fertilize the potato field. I'll sell this and we'll go over and get rid of that pallet of pellets. Well, we got about 16,000 out of the vegetables. Here we are at Miller's Sawmill. Hopefully I can open this gate. There we can. Good. Still open. Run in there and get rid of this pallet. It's over $6,000 per 1,000 liters. This will be at 4,000 liters. We're going to get quite a bit out of it. So sell it real quick. Oh, we'll take it. There it goes. It's going to be lined up just right. There we go. $25,000. Kind of hid behind that finished work deal, but 25,000, that's quite a little bit for every pallet of that. I know we have one more pallet ready now, and I think our third pallet was about finished. But I got to get back and get to that Christmas market. So we'll see you back at the market. Well, before I go out and have fun, I guess I got to finish my work here. Haven't fertilized this yet. You know, we opened up quite a bit more ground back there, where the processor is. We can turn all that into a field come springtime. So I like how this map's coming along. We're gonna have a pretty nice farm when we're all done. That's a good sized wheat field. Of course, our potato field's not very big, but it really can't be because we really don't have any big equipment to take care of it. This is more than big enough for that. Of course, I shouldn't have filled this thing clear full, because it's still pretty much clear full. I'll put this tractor away and then we can get over to the market. I think I'm going to start by getting me a cup of hot chocolate.
And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were so afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord.
Look at that. Christmas Eve morning and it's starting to snow. We might have a white Christmas after all. Here I got to get the pickup all warmed up, and I got to go into church this morning and preach the Christmas Eve message. But yesterday, well, this past week, we had $435,850 worth of products sold. So we ought to subtract $43,585. Let me do that here real quick. All right. Remove money. That was $43,585. Then we have another $7,000 in wages now. If I click on the right thing. Another $7,000 removed for that. Ooh, that was left us $328. Boy, that was cutting it close. Not much to spare. Let me get in and get to preaching. From all of us here at OttoSimCrew to you and your family, may you have a blessed and very Merry Christmas this year. And until next time, have a blessed day and bye. Bye-bye.